Development. Today is my great honor to be here to deliver a presentation of the knowledge dissemination about KOICA Scholarship Program. Today I'm going to share two important parts. First, I will briefly present about my experience and lesson learned through KOICA Scholarship Program. Second, I will deliver a presentation of my dissertation findings. Well, before I get started into the presentation, let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Phat Sokunthea. Currently, I am a government official working in Community Development Department of Ministries of Rural Development. My position is Vice Chief of Office. I have been working for almost 9 years experience in public servant. I was a scholarship awardee of KOICA Scholarship Program in 2019 to 2020. I graduated master degree from Yonsei University, South Korea, majoring in community development. I also graduated senior technical teacher from NTTI, and I graduated my bachelor degree majoring in fisheries science and English for communication. I am from Kampong Speu province. About the scholarship, KOICA was established as a Korean governmental agency to provide grant aids and technical cooperation program. KOICA always worked to promote sustainable development, strengthening global partnership, enhancing global concerns such as poverty, education, gender issue, and so on. Of course, KOICA annually provides various scholarship programs to partner countries all around the world. KOICA is the most desirable scholarship program for all Cambodian citizens. The course duration is 16 months, and we have to complete our thesis before returning back to our home country. I pursued my master's degree at Yonsei University in Wonju campus. During 16 months, there were 5 semesters with total 18 subjects and 47 credits. There were 36 participants with 14 female who were from 26 different developing countries around the world. Apart from this, I also engage in other extracurricular activities such as Semot Undong training program, Kanan Farmer School, and other social relation activities. So let me move to what are the lessons learned through KOICA Scholarship Program. While studying and living in Korea, I have countless experience. However, today I would like to tell you just the most precise experience and lesson learned from the KOICA Scholarship Program as follows. So, what my experience that I have been exposed? First, learning Korean rural development strategies through university curriculum, field visit, and extracurricular activities. I am proud to say that my capacity, knowledge, skill was enhanced and strengthened, and I become more professional in rural development aspect through this program. Second, I experiencing various dimensions of Korea. For instance, Korean lifestyle, historical, cultural, language, food, and also experience with the beautiful weather such as spring, autumns, and winters. Also, during my stay, waste management and rubbish classification is one of the best lessons learned and enhance social welfare to live in dignity. The trash is carefully classified according to the food waste, plastic, glass bottle, cans, and other, which makes it easy to manage the waste properly and keep the environment green. The high levels of social capital, transparency, and loyalties of the Korean people is the best example for other nations to follow. Lastly, I made a lot of global friendship and multicultural exposure. Through this program, I had cultural diverse experience that led me to discover new global perspective. Being surrounded by diverse friends from different parts of the world, I can learn new language and test a varieties of lifestyle. Of course, having global friends is an exciting experience. I can overcome my shyness and becoming more confident and flexible to make a communication with new people. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in this part, I will share with all of you about my research study. I conduct my research on the effectiveness of Semot Undong model approach on changing rural villager mindset in Cambodia, where a case study is in Kampong Speu province. So why am I interested in this study? Regarding to Korean rural development paradigm have caught the attentions of the world, undeniable. We wonder how is Korean economic growth rapidly. how Korea transformed from the poorest country to be a developed country within short periods. In this regard, Semal Undong was a community-based integrated rural development program and was a key success model that pulled out Korean rural community from the poverty. Semal Undong aimed to improve the living conditions of the residents of the rural people and to change traditional attitude by infusing the so-called self-help Semal spirit among villagers. Semal Undong is guided by three central social values in Korean society: the spirit of diligence, self-help, and cooperation. Semal Undong ensure a long-term effect that sustain development at the community level by changing the mentality and attitudes of the people. So what most impressed me in this model? How Korean people change mindset to be diligent, self-help, and cooperation through Semal Undong program, and what are the factors that influence to change their mindset? Furthermore, so what is mindset concept? How mindset change was a key success factors for Korean modernization? How mindset is a key success factor to contribute to a sustainable community development? According to the World Bank agree that human psychology aspect to eradicate poverty. Mindset transformation have been regarded as the fundamental success phenomenon in every sphere, not only community development domain, but also education system, public and private organization fail to accomplish the global towards sustainability. Another scholar indicated that shifting mindset is the key step that needs to be taken now to build sustainable community. Well, since the research area based in Cambodia context, let me explain briefly about what is the background of the study. Cambodian traditional society and lifestyle based on shared culture, religion, and moral norms, self-help spirit, villager cooperation, manual help, and mobilizing their own resources to develop the community. Unfortunately, the traditional value was weakened and severely damaged. Mistrust, fears, and collapse of the social relationship emerged during political turmoil, genocide, regions, and civil war. According to Richard state that the people express a high levels of trust in their family members, relatives, friends, but not amongst outsiders. UNICEF pointed that people become selfish, greedy, and they are less willing to participate in the communal activities undertaken for the benefits of the whole community. In this regard, Cambodia adopted Semal Undong pilot project in 2015 to 2018 funded by KOICA. Semal Undong pilot project aimed to raise the spiritual elements of independent self-help to rely the new village women and manual cooperation in order to enhance the qualities of living standard of local community by reducing the income gap between urban and rural residents, particularly to alleviate the poverty. According to Amadi reports, the project achieved remarkable results. It has bring positive change to the community and the people. So the project increased the income, restore social capital, increase strong village leaders, improve new infrastructure in the village. Particularly, mindsets of the villagers also have been improved for diligent self-help and cooperation, plus trust each other. In this study, we focus on how villagers' mindset was transformed after participating in Semal Undong project. In this study, I have two specific objectives. First, to examine whether Semal Undong model approach have positive effects to change rural villager mindsets through a pilot project in Cambodia. Second, to determine the factors of Semal Undong approach that stimulate the positive change of villagers' mindset. The main research question here is what are the key success of Semal Undong approach that positively change mindsets of rural villagers, and which one amongst of these success factors of Semal Undong approach have generated the highest positive impact on changing rural villager mindsets through Semal Undong pilot project in Cambodia. The method that I apply in this study, I use quantitative approach. The study utilized a structured questionnaire on 7 Likert scale. For the study area, I select Kampong Speu province. and 2 pilot villages were selected for study, Savongla and Boraidong village. Also, 200 respondents were selected from these 2 villages. Based on the empirical findings showed that among 200 respondents, there were 122 respondents are female, as you can see from the chart. Based on the empirical finding argue that social demographic factors, for instance age, household income, household member, education level, have a significant influence on mindset change of the rural people. As the result, in the overall analysis, it can be argued that Semal Undong model approach positively affect on changing rural villager mindset in Cambodia context. Among 3 Semal Undong components, in between Semal education and training, competitive and incentive system have generated as the highest positive factors to impact on changing rural villager mindset change, while village leader commitment comes after. Also, the finding found that public service motivation have the significant positive influence to change mindsets of the villagers. In the conclusion, we can see the comparison between Boraidong village and Savongla village. Boraidong village have a higher perception level in changing their mindset and attitude as compared to Savongla village. In conclusion, we can conclude that all the independent variables have positive change on rural villager mindset in Cambodia context. Based on the finding, I would like to suggest several policy implications and recommendations to the Cambodian government as well as policymakers to be put into the consideration for a success community development as follows. First, plan a nationwide program of Semal training and undertake a series of specialized leadership training by inviting local government officials, village leaders to strengthen their capacity. Second, formulation legal ground of competitive and incentive program to promote job performance of government officials and local authority level. Design the integrated nationwide competitive program while implementing rural development project for rural mindset change. Third, promoting and motivating village leader by providing awarding and incentive-based approach to the best village leader performance. Competitive strategy should be enacted nationwide. And lastly, motivation of the public official by integrating internal incentive function aiming to improving the qualities of work performance of government officials, strengthening public sectors, regulatory framework, modernizing and improving work conditions to strengthen local government structures. However, this study has some limitations for further researchers to be considered. The study should make a comparison between beneficiaries. The qualitative approach should be conducted. The study select only 2 pilot villages as a study object. There will be 30 villages should be included to study to examine the trend. The research should compare the different levels in mindset have changed before and after the project in baseline survey reports. The study should incorporate another external factor, not only 3 components of Semal Undong, for example, the role of the government official, economic status, political and gender issues. Last but not least, based on my experience, I can confidently say that the KOICA Scholarship Program is the best scholarship program that has provided valuable opportunity for civil servants to build human resource, strengthen their leadership ability, knowledge and skill to contribute to achieving sustainable development goals. Once again, I appreciate for KOICA, Korean government and Yonsei University for providing me such a memorable opportunity to strengthen capacity and enrich my life. I was a truly eye-opening experience. Thank you very much for your attention.